Greetings, my super sexy audience. My name is Marty, and welcome to another gaming PC build video. So today we're going to be doing a $600 gaming PC. We're going to revisit the old $600 gaming PC build I did back in November. And the cool part is, for the same $600 we spent that time, we're now going to get a much better PC. Now, the graphics card isn't going to be that good, but there was no point in putting that good of a graphics card in the first build back in November because it was actually getting bottlenecked by the shitty CPU. So no bottlenecks in this build. Overall, just much better. You're going to get better graphics, better performance, faster speeds. Everything's going to be better with this build. So before we start, I'd like to keep in mind, if you're a new viewer, you still need to get a operating system, whether it's a free operating system like Linux or Windows by yourself. And if you're new to PC gaming in general, you'll still need to get all the peripherals like monitor, keyboard, mouse, whatever. Because this is just a PC, this doesn't include anything like that. So, without further ado, let's begin. For the CPU, I chose the AMD FX-6300 CPU. You know I really like the CPU because for the price you pay of $120, it is really good. It's 3.5 GHz, 6 cores, very easily overclockable, although we won't do that in this build because there is no CPU cooler, and it's just an overall great CPU, especially because it's 6 cores. You're going to be able to live stream very nicely, your PC is going to be very fast, and of course some games are already starting to use 6-core technology like Battlefield 4, where it's actually using every single one of your cores, which of course means you're going to get a much better performance. For the motherboard, I went with the MSI 970A G46 ATX AM3 Plus motherboard. So obviously it's AM3 Plus, it supports our processor we have right here. It has USB 3, PCI Express 3.0, it has SATA 3, all the other good things you would want to have. Supports fast RAM, so overall it's just a good motherboard for $80. Or actually no, I believe it's $70 because of $10 mail-in rebate. So yeah, that's that. Next up, for the memory, I chose the Crucial Ballistix Sport 8GB RAM stick. It's DDR3 1600 MHz. Note on the word RAM stick, it's just one RAM stick by 8 gigs, which is actually kind of cool. So if you want, just because the motherboard has 4 RAM slots, you can later buy 3 more of these and have 32 gigs in total if you want to. That's completely possible. So for this one RAM stick of 8 gigs, you will have to spend $67, which is not that bad at all. Next up, for the hard drive, I chose the Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB 3.5-inch 7200 RPM hard drive. Nothing bad to say about this hard drive. Western Digital is a great company. Their Caviar Blue series is a really nice series of hard drives. 1TB is going to be, again, it's enough at this very moment. Maybe after already a year or two that might not be enough because games are getting pretty freaking big, but for now 1TB is going to be completely enough, and 7200 RPM is basically the perfect speed. You can get faster if you want, but definitely don't go lower than that. 5400 already is just too slow. And now for the most interesting part, the graphics card, I chose the XFX Radeon R9 270 2GB graphics card. So this is the 270, not the 270X, but there's literally no difference between them. The 270X is simply an overclocked out-of-the-box graphics card, which you can easily do with this one right here if you want so. And it's made by XFX. XFX makes some really nice graphics cards. This one is actually the double dissipation version, so it has 2 fans, and so it's going to keep the graphics card on pretty nice temperatures. And the 270 is really good. It can basically max out every single game at 1080p. Well, I don't know if 60 FPS on every single game. I haven't seen how well the 270 performs in games like Battlefield 4, or definitely not in Crisis 3, but in every single other game, yeah, basically 1080p 60 frames per second, no problems. This 270 is a very nice graphics card, and all that just for $200. Next up, we have the case, and now the case was something I really didn't know what to choose. I don't like to choose the cases I used in my previous builds because I want to make them, special and new, and of course you can change the case at any point you want, because this one is probably something many of you won't like. It's very interesting design, but it's the NZXT Gamma Classic. It has this really weird shape, so I don't know, is that literally just for design, or is there some cool benefit to that? I don't know, but it's pretty nice size. It's ATX mid-tower, and it costs $35. It has USB 3, and I believe it does have some cable management options, so you won't have all cables in front of your case and just all messing around all the time. So yeah, overall I think it's a good case, although I haven't seen much about it. There weren't much reviews on it on PCPartPicker, but still it has like 4.5 stars or something like that. So for the price you pay, not that bad at all. And last but not least, we have the Corsair Builder 500 watt power supply. It's 80 plus bronze certified, and you just know in every single one of my build videos I use the Corsair Builder series because they're just cheap, they're good, they're 80 plus bronze certified. Corsair is a great company because you know when you choose a power supply it must be from a good company, or else something will happen. Like, I don't know, something that happened to one of my friends recently from the Latvian gaming channel Spēlējam Kopā, where his PC fried because he got a very cheap Chinese PSU and it literally just couldn't handle it, and it died after like a little less than a year of use. So Corsair, well, obviously anything can happen at any point given time, but there's 99.9% chance that will never happen because Corsair is a great company, and you get this amazing power supply for just $45. And so here you have it, guys. This is the build right here, and it will in total, as I'm making this video, cost you only $596. So we didn't even go over our budget. So I guess for $4 you still haven't spent, you can go and buy a few cans of Coke or maybe a few chips or something like that and just celebrate, or I don't know, buy a can of beer and celebrate your new gaming PC build. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like rating down below. It really helps me out a lot and makes this video series get noticed. I actually don't usually ask for likes, but I really want this series to get noticed. And you can also find the PCPartPicker link to this build in the description down below, so you can check it out for yourself. Be sure to remember that the prices will change over time. I know some of my builds, which were previously in the budget I chose, later become actually more expensive, which kind of sucks, but that happens, so I'm sorry about that. But for now, yes, this will cost you $596, and it fits in the $600 budget, and it's a pretty freaking awesome build. So anyways, guys, my name is Marty. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.